Hey folks, I have got some great news for you today. Adobe released Adobe Express Beta, which includes Firefly features like text-to-image or text effects. So it is available at the moment at this URL, new.express.adobe.com, and I believe after the beta version, it will be redirected to the stable Express URL. Alright, so let's see what we got here. In new Adobe Express, it becomes an all-in-one app with AI power. So here we can see some tabs. I am at the recommended tab right now, and here we can see Instagram Square Post, Instagram Story, TikTok video, and so on. And down here we have text to image feature just like in Firefly, and text effects feature. So this is the place or the platform that you can adjust, edit your videos and images using Firefly features, using AI, and create and export videos and images for social media, for example. So it's again all-in-one tool. And let's go forward. Here we have social media templates for Instagram or TikTok videos. And notice here we can create and edit videos on this platform on browser, so you don't need any GPU power or any memory usage. Alright, we also have options like remove background and resize image. So these are all new, as you can see. We have video templates here for Instagram Reels, Story, or YouTube videos, mobile videos, and so on. And this platform looks like Canva, right? So it is more user-friendly, easier than ever. I liked it. And next up we have photo, and here we have quick actions like text to image. And you can already use text to image feature in Adobe Express. That's a new feature. And we also have document tab here if you want to create newsletter, brochure, or any resume, and so on, as well as marketing. It's possible to create logo here, poster, invitation, or card. And lastly, generative AI tab. And here we already know how text to image works and text effects works, but new thing here is that you can now create text effects, for example, inside of your project, right? For example, if you are recording an Instagram Reel video, you can create text effects with Firefly and import directly into your project. All right. On the left, you have home button, your stuff here, and it is basically your created files, recent files, created files, and you also have access to the brands feature now, which is basically for your branding features. For example, your color palette, your logo, and your favorite templates, and so on. In the Explore tab, you will find many templates for your projects. For example, these are for Instagram Reels, and these are all editable. And these are for TikTok videos. This is for YouTube videos, for example, intro, outro, and so on. You will also be able to schedule your social media posts from here, just like this. And all you need to do is to integrate your Instagram or LinkedIn or TikTok account. And then you can create your videos, posts in this platform and schedule to post it at any time you want. All right, but this course is about Firefly, right? So let's go back to home, and under the generative AI tab, let's talk about text to image and text effects features in Adobe Express. Basically, this is really similar to the Firefly platform, so you can see the prompts of the image, and you can type any description here for your image to be created, and this is exactly like the text to image feature in Firefly. And likewise, text effects feature in this one. Like this one, you can describe the text effect and the text you want to create, and it will create for you. So let's see one of the images. Let's start with the image. All right, once you go inside of the project, you will see the properties on the left side, different than the Adobe Firefly. And it will take some time to load the project here. But let me talk about, in the meantime, about the properties. just like in Firefly, we can change the content type photographic art, which is great. You can change the style of the image as well. There you go, we have the result. So remember, the prompt was modern New York City room with big windows, built-in wooden shelving with colorful books, like that, green leather and oak modern couch and solid oak flooring, 45mm original editorial photo. Alright, that was the prompt, and this was the result. So just like in Firefly, we again have 4 options, 4 alternatives for this prompt, and you can switch like this. And the reason here we have the properties on the left and the alternatives is because you can now edit this image with other features of Adobe Express. For example, I can add a text on this image without using any other program. So that's why I am calling this Adobe Express an all-in-one tool, right? So you can also add some media. If you add music to this, this will become a video. So let's go to media, photos, and you can drag and drop this image inside of this project, just like that, and change all of the properties, right? One thing you should notice here, even after you edit this project with other features, other properties, you can always go back to your text to image. Okay, go into text to image, and you can still have access. You can still switch to the other alternatives. You can still change the style of the image, and so it just saves your settings here, and it is always editable. You can always change the prompt as well, and that will create new images. So let's say we want to delete this image and we want to create a new text, right? So I will click Add Your Text. I will just say New York vibes. Okay, and I will change the color to white, maybe. Like that. Okay, now it is more visible. Let me just try the recommended text shapes. Okay, I like this one. Okay, I want to add a background rectangle for this text to be more visible. So I just can go elements here and then shapes. And here we go. We have rectangles. Maybe we can select this one. Now we have this rectangle. I will just decrease the opacity. I will adjust the size. Okay, maybe like this. So we can adjust layers here as well, like this. And I will just center the position. So now I group them and I can edit it like this. All right, these are the things you should be familiar if you ever used Figma or Canva. This is just a browser-based design app, right? So what I want to talk about actually is, if you select the text, is the new text effect feature. And we already saw that in the text effect from Firefly, but now we can also edit using AI inside of the project. Okay, so if you just go here, you can see sample effects just like in Firefly. And maybe we can try, I don't know, maybe we can try blue smoke text effect. I think this will work better for our image, so let's try distressed retro. Okay, let's have a closer look. Okay, this is our text effect. So we can maybe place it at the center. But I want to try something new, so I want to type newspaper. Okay, let's see what Firefly algorithm will give us for the newspaper prompt. All right, that's perfect. Maybe we should choose tight option here. Click generate again. And because it was, spreading too much, that's so much better. Okay, I like that output. I hope it was clear that all I am trying to explain here is that with Adobe Express, you can now use Firefly features together in all-in-one tool, except the generative fill feature. I don't know it will be available in the future, but it is not at the moment. But you can use text effects and text to image feature together here. And that's not the only option. You can also use these features inside of an Instagram video, inside of a TikTok video, inside of a story, right? And we will see that in the next video. All right, now I am back in the home page of Adobe Express again, and I will go into the video tab. And let's try our Firefly features with video and how it works. Okay, under the video tab, we have some templates. I want to use from the popular video templates, maybe like this one or this one. Okay, this looks great for me. Okay, first of all, since we just opened the video, we can see the timeline in here, and it is very simple, user-friendly. And one thing to notice here is that the objects is not visible here at first. Once you click on any object in the video, you will see them in the timeline, and they just appear here, and they are also editable. You can edit the duration, you can edit, the position of the object, and so on. As well as the properties menu on the left side, you will have some recommendations again. Since this is a text, you have text effects feature again, and you can convert this text into anything. And you have an animation. You have the animation option also. And here you have three kind of animation for in, during the animation, and animation out. Okay, so since drop in and drop out selected here, let me play the video. Did you see this? The text just drops in, and when it's finished, it just drops out. So the bottom arrow selected here, and probably left will be selected in the dropout section. All right, we can also delete it and add our own. For example, maybe I want a slide in animation for entering, and there you go. Okay, I will go with tumble. All right, now let's see one more time. So this is the animation. Okay, so it is really easy, and you will edit all of these objects as you want. But what I want to do is that I will go to media, and I will select text to image feature here. So again, you can choose the image size. Let's say portrait. All right, new text field appears. Sorry, a new image field appears, and we can try describing things. Okay, at this moment that says technology and innovation, I want to use text to image, and I will just say technology and innovation. Let's see the outcomes, and maybe we can just decrease the duration of this image. Let's wait for the results. Okay, now we have the results. Let's make the image bigger. So these are just, some abstract images. We can select one of them, and the first one is here as well. Let's go with the first one. Maybe we can just put it here like this, and I will adjust the layer one more time so that it will be behind these texts. Maybe we can make it bigger like that. Okay, this is much better. Now I changed the blend to screen, so this will reduce the contrast and brighten details, and I believe it fits better to the image. Okay, so now we can also add some in animation. It can grow or shrink. I like shrink better. It can, maybe for out animation we can select fade. All right, now we have our animation ready with text to image generator. We just created an image and imported inside of an Instagram video. All right, let's see. Maybe I can just expand the duration just like this, and let's play it. Okay, not bad, right? It could be better, I agree.